Field. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. First and 10 here for Flacco. And Aiken with it over the middle. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Fake to Allen. Here's Flacco. Finding time. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell. One of the better body transformations I've seen, from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards. I think they think he can top that this year.
I don't think there's any question about it.
Again, it's Bell. Bulldozes past him. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, we got 3, we got 3 down, Black 80. Black.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. Now Campanaro. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And no retirement here. The first catch for Steve Smith. On first down, Flacco. He's got time in the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Off the give from Flacco for Sam. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And that's caught by Smith. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Underneath, he hits for Sam. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So now it's 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. 3rd down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace from 19 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Look at the spin. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. The six-time Pro Bowler Terrell Suggs from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Campanaro on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Second down following the incompletion. Flacco to throw again on second down. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. First and 10 here for Flacco. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And there's a flag on the play. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Deep drop. He's going to launch this thing. And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green, 77 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So 2nd and 10 here. 2nd and 10. Flacco once more. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Baltimore 1st down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
On 1st down, this is Forsett. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On 2nd down, Forsett. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it didn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the 1st down.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll look to get the running game going with Forsett. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On On second down, Flacco to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action here on first down. Caught by the tight end, Watson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
What's often built into passing games, without actually stating it, is rack yardage, run after catch, because they expect receivers to make a catch and make someone miss. And how about the broken tackle cause there that allowed for the big pickup of yardage?
Off the draw from Flacco, it's forced out. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. This will be caught at about the 6. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's got time. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Steve Smith from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Survey, now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. Again for Sam. And he'll be... Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Flacco gives to Forsett. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Third down now following the run. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To a knee goes Flacco, and that should be it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.